So whenever you have something like this, we've got to get one radical on the other side. And we do that simply by adding over. So the square root of 5x plus 1 equals the square root of 9x plus 27. Okay. And I'm going to square both sides to get rid of the radical. And quite honestly, technically, we should be aware that these two expressions under the radical should be equal. Think about it. Radical 9 minus radical 9 is going to be 0. Guess what radical 10 minus radical 10 is going to be? 0. It doesn't even matter if it's perfect square. Okay. That's really kind of irrelevant. Now, I'm going to add 27, and I'm going to subtract 5x on both sides. And I'm left with 28 equals 4x, and my 7 is equal to x. I would recommend plugging it back in. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 1 is 36. Square root of 36 is 6. 9 times 7 is 63. 63 minus 27 is 36. Square root of 36 is 6. 6 minus. All right, so when I go through this, we're going to add 11x minus 15. And for those of you who were not here, I actually made a quick careless mistake here that we're going to have to deal with. I magically changed that minus sign to a plus. So when I square both sides, I'm left with 11x minus 15. I'm going to subtract 6x on both sides. I'm going to add 15 to both sides. 35 equals 5x. We divide by 5. We divide by 5. And my x equals 7. It's really a coincidence that when I put the 1 in, it worked out. And it shouldn't have. I put it in the wrong. I put it in where I had a plus sign where I shouldn't have, so it wouldn't have worked out. So when I put 7 in, 6 times 7 is 42, plus 20 is 62. 11 times 7 is 77, minus 15, which is 62. Root 62 minus root 62 is equal to 0. Now, when we have the plus side like this is the longer problem. You have to square both sides. Now, the right side's easy. 4x plus 5. On the left side, though, okay, we do have to FOIL it out. 2x plus 6 plus 1 times 2x plus 6 and the radical plus 1. And when I FOIL that out, radical 2x plus 6 times radical 2x plus 6 is 2x plus 6. Radical 2x plus 6 times 1, radical 2x plus 6. 1 times radical 2x plus 6, radical 2x plus 6, and 1 times 1 is 1. And then I need to combine my like terms. 2x plus 7 plus 2, radical 2x plus 6 equals 4x plus 5. I've got to get the radical alone. So I'm going to subtract 2x and I'm going to subtract 7. And I'm left with radical 2 times 2x plus 6 equals 2x minus 2. And then I finish that off by dividing everything by 2. Now on the test, I'm going to try and give you something that doesn't land you with a fraction on the right side. Okay? What we do have to be aware of with this problem, though, it is a longer problem. So we have to do all this work initially. Squaring both sides, it gets rid of the radical on the right side. I FOIL it all out. I combine my like terms. I move my terms not on the radical all the way to the other side. But you are still going to be left with the radical, so we have to get rid of the radical for a second time, so to speak. So we have to do a second square. 2x plus 6 equals x minus 1 times x minus 1, and that FOILs to this. X squared minus 2x plus 1. We do have to FOIL again. Since it's an x squared and an x, everything's got to be equal to 0. X squared minus 4x minus 5. X minus 5, x plus 1. So my two answers are going to be 5 and negative 1. 5, negative 1. I can't stress this enough. You've got to plug them in. I plug negative 1 in here. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. Plus 5 is 1. The square root of 1 is 1. I plug negative 1 in here. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Negative 2 plus 6 is 4. Square root of 4 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. When you plug negative 1 in, it doesn't give you a correct answer. Negative 1 is no good. When I plug 5 in, 2 times 5 is 10. Plus 6 is 16. Square root of 16 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 4 times 5 is 20. Plus 5 is 25. Square root of 25 is 5. 5 works. So my only correct answer here is 5. The f plus g of x. My f of x is x plus 3x plus 7. My g of x is x squared minus 9x plus 20. We're adding them together. X squared minus 6x plus 27. And I want f plus g of 3. Wherever I see x, I'm plugging 3. 9 minus 18 plus 27 is 18. When we're subtracting, order will matter here. It's got to be x squared minus 9x plus 20 minus, in parentheses, and x minus 4. My advice, don't be lazy. Rewrite the problem with the negative distributed. And then we combine like terms. X squared minus 10x plus 24. When they want the negative 2, g minus h of negative 2, wherever I see x after I do the subtraction, I plug negative 2. Negative 2 squared is a positive 4. Negative 2 times negative 10 is positive 20, plus 24, and my answer is 48. So they're doing f times h, 3x plus 7, x minus 4. 3x plus 7, x minus 4, which turns into a FOILing problem, basically. 3x squared minus 12x plus 7x minus 28. So my answer is going to be 3x squared minus 5x minus 28. The f times h of negative 5. Wherever I see x, I put in negative 5. Three times 25, 5 times a negative 5, negative 28. So 75 plus 25 minus 28, 72. For division, we have g over h, x squared minus 9x plus 20, over x minus 4. Now, if you notice, you can factor the top. X minus 5, x minus 4 over an x minus 4. So the answer here is simply x minus 5. And then wherever I see x, I plug a 6 in. 6 minus 5, my answer is 1. pretty straightforward. Now, with division, I do want you to include this. What is the only number x cannot equal here in this problem? Not 0. X can't equal what? X can't equal 4. Somewhere here you should write x can't equal 4 because you can't have a 0 in your denominator. Okay? You should indicate somewhere in there, right away, change this to g of f of x. And the reason why I like that is this. I can replace my f of x with 2x plus 6. And I'm simply doing this. I'm simply, wherever I see x, I'm plugging in 2x plus 6. 2x plus 6 squared plus 4 times 2x plus 6 minus 8. 2x plus 6 squared, if I were to FOIL that out, is 4x squared, okay, 24x, 36. And where I'm getting that from is this. 2x plus 6 times 2x plus 6. If I were to FOIL that out, that's 4x squared plus 12x plus 12x plus 36. So if you want to write that out somewhere else, I would encourage you to do so. Plus 8x plus 24 minus 8. And I'm simply combining my like terms. 4x squared, 24x and 8x is 32x. 36 and 24 is 60. Minus 8 is 52. F of gx, and make no mistake about it, order matters. I'm going to write that as f of gx. So that means f of, what's my gx? X squared plus 4x minus 8. So now for my f of x, it's f of x squared plus 4x minus 8 equals 2x plus 6. Wherever I see x, I'm plugging x squared plus 4x minus 8. That's all I'm doing. Wherever I see x, I'm plugging what's in the parentheses. We're going to distribute, and then we're going to combine like terms. So here, h of f of x, okay, my f of x is 2x plus 6, so it becomes h of 2x plus 6, okay, and then square root of x minus 2. Essentially, wherever I see x, 2x plus 6 is plugged in, minus 2. My answer is simply the square root of 2x plus 4. It's that straightforward. And the last one, g of h of x. My h of x is, okay, so this right here, we're going to do g of the square root of x minus 2. All right, equals x squared plus 4x minus 8. So we have to plug in square root of x minus 2 squared plus 4 times x minus 2 minus 8. When you square x minus 2, you just get x minus 2. There's nothing to distribute here. It's just 4 times x minus 2 minus 8. And then we're combining our like terms. So it should be x minus 10 plus 4 times the square root of x minus 10. And that would be our answer.